Sometimes we don't know where we're going. Sometimes we don't know what the results are going to be. But how do we know what our path is in life? Sometimes we can just walk on our by ourselves, whether if it's with our people, whether if it's out any community. And sometimes some people claim to make it on their own. And when they do, sometimes they have money, sometimes they have everything. But are they going to be happy without it? Are they going to be happy with it? So many of us, when we get everything that we want, sometimes it's not really that we thought we were. Sometimes it's not really how we thought it was going to nourish or, nourish, but when we do get it, when people do flourish with it, how are the results going to be at the end of it? Whether it's money, your dream, or like anything else that might have been a goal that you want to get to, and which you will. But once you do get it, what then? So many people have claimed that they have everything that they need, and when they do, they're going to say, what else? They're going to say that, okay, if I have this, then I'll be fulfilled. If I had this person, then I'll be fulfilled. Okay, but what if you get to those things, it's not going to be how you thought it was? Sometimes when we do get to our goals, we think that, okay, this is going to be our way to do it. This is going to be my way to get there. And when we do get to those goals, it's going to be different. Sometimes when I think the type of goals that that me or my other friends have, we also think that there's a way, a certain type of skill, a certain type of habit, a certain type of strategy, which is called systems. And those type of systems are called finding a way. But sometimes you fail. You fail again and you fail again. Whether if you're saving money, whether if you're trying to lose weight, whether if you're trying to gain more positivity within your mind. And when that happens, you're going to get knocked down. You're trying to lose weight, well, somebody cooked a good dinner. You're trying to control your anger. Somebody just done something very, very bad. Anything that was bad, that was going to get rid of your happiness during the day. One time when I was going out, sometimes by myself, going from different bar to bar, I come across people. The world has changed these days. People are just heartless, soulless. Social media has corrupted a lot of souls. They have corrupted a lot of lives, thinking that pride can develop into a whole new way, a whole new type of level these days that could attack people's ego. And the way how their ego gets attacked is when they realize that they think they're way too good for anybody. Whether it's their followers, whether if it's their type of way of living, the way how they look. But we realize that without any of things, like one day, let's just say that one day the grid went down. And if it did, where are the followers going to be? Where are the audacities to make you feel great about yourself without social media are going to be? And that's the key. We can't depend on anybody to make you feel good. You can't depend on anything to make you feel good, because we understand that right now it comes from within. And then sometimes when you do want to save money, invest and everything, what I learned from a friend of mine is that the secret to trying to get rich is not really such as investing or saving. It's spiritual. You speak everything out of existence. You speak to the money. You tell the money, you work for me. You better get your act together. You better grow yourself up. You better start adding yourself up and multiplying, because you're working for me. Because if you don't, money will be the one to overtake you. And that's the key. We have to tell life that anything that speaks in the power of the tongue, whether if it's life or death, which is positivity, or negativity, always speak life upon yourself. Positivity. Yeah, but if you do, or if I, or you say that I do, if I don't, well, I mean, even if it doesn't. Okay, well, there you go. That's death itself already. If you speak life already to yourself, it's called faith. If you speak positivity to yourself, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna lose 120 pounds. Believe it, and when you do believe it, it's gonna happen. Death and life are the power of the tongue, and those who eat it will love its fruits. So speak life within yourself. Speak the positivity. Speak to your money. Speak to your life. Speak to anybody who hurts you. Speak to them that actually I'm too good enough for you. I'm too good for you. Oh yeah, well it doesn't matter what they did. You're too good for them anyway. Man, I'm too good to be living in this house. I live in a mansion. I live in a I have a bunch of money that I have to afford a brand new car. I have money. I have a brand new car. I have a good looking house. I have a good looking spouse. You know, I look good. I feel good. I work myself every single day. My money, they multiply. Always speak positivity, always life upon yourself. Because that's the key. And what science can do, science can tell you, well, evidence, seeing everything. We need scientific evidence for that. But for the last few years, you know, science have been discovering certain type of aspects of like modern society, history, whether it's spirituality. And when it comes to spirituality, which is the impossible, which is above science, I mean, how is science going to connect to everything about speaking life upon yourself? How is science going to connect to the part with like evidence to the point where if you can't speak good upon yourself, then like what's the point? You have to believe the spiritual aspects within yourself, knowing that anything is possible, anything will flourish, anything will come to pass, but only if you do speak upon yourself upon it. It's time that we get out of this habit of living by the world standard, living by the logic of it, living by seeing is believing. You can see it once you believe it. Believe it, and then you'll see it. Believe that you're going to collect this amount of money already. Believe that you're going to flourish in your life, in your career, a promotion or something, you know, like believe that it's already done. And what I've learned so far is that with this journey is that everything was pretty much just spirituality. That's the secret of it. Having faith to know that everything is possible. Everything is something that we cannot comprehend to the point where life itself can be a dream once you start believing that you can kick it in the face, no matter what. And with me, and what I learned about that is that my journey so far within Jesus Christ is that how real it was for me to accept him to my heart, and to the fact that anything that you ask God for will come to pass. And I spoke to a friend of mine earlier that God is not a human being. He is someone out of time. He's someone made of eternity, and he even invented eternity. And then, if you can believe that somebody like Jesus Christ, who is also eternity, who raised himself from the dead, does the impossible. If we speak existence about the positivity within his name and in the path where you're going, you'll see results. You see the impossible. And faith is a substance of things hoped for and the evidence of the things not seen. So always have faith within Jesus Christ. Always know that you're made to do more. You're made to be more. And if you don't realize that, the world itself is going to keep telling you, the world and the life is going to keep telling you that, nope, you're this person, you're that person. I sent this person to your life to tell you that. It's time for you to realize who you are. It's time for you to kick the world in the face and believe that you are everything, especially what God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit created you to be.